That's one way to start off a video. What is up, rockers, and welcome back to another episode of Rokz News, where today we're going to be discussing something a little bit different than we did last time. I know last time we were doing actual gaming news, and I know it's actually been forever since I actually made one of these videos, considering that I said I was going to start doing it weekly again. Things have been really busy, honestly. I know that's not really a good excuse, but it's been really complicated. So you might notice that I'm not using like a fisheye or a wide-angle lens right now. That is because I'm at school, and I'm recording on my school laptop because I had a little extra time. You'll also notice there's an echo in this room, which means that as I'm talking, it's going to be a little bit annoying. I do apologize about that. But again, I got to fit these videos in whenever I can, and so I had a little time, and I was like, hey, why not film this? So as you saw from the title, we're going to be talking about the difference between opinions and perspectives today. But before we do that, I do want to do a little intro thing. So in the last video, I did a two truths and a dare. So today I'm actually going to be making the big announcement of which ones were the truths and which one was the dare. I keep saying truths and dares. I'm trying to say I'm actually dying. The two truths and a lie. I'm going to be identifying which two were the truths and which two were the lie. So the first one, I have a secret passion for creating props and costumes for my music and theater series. That will probably never happen. That is completely true. I'm currently working on an Assassin's Creed costume, spoiler alert, although that's actually over on my Instagram if you are following me there. You'd know that I've actually been working on a modern Assassin's Creed blade, and I'm also currently working on like a piece of shoulder armor for that costume as well. The second statement, that I was so forgetful as a young teen that I once lost $700 worth of items in a week and almost lost my dad's bike wheel. This one was meant to trick you. This one was the lie. The statement, I did actually lose around $500 worth of items. It was not $700. And I did almost lose my dad's bike wheel. So that was very close to the truth. But see, those little details are what makes the difference. The big question is, number 3, which is now, as I've already revealed, that one of the truths is that I have a secret lover that none of my friends are aware of. And would you like to know who that is? My secret lover is Ruby Rose from the show Ruby. Yes, I know, it's an animated character and she's awesome. So there you go. Technically there was 2 lies there if you really think about it, but I was just trying to mess around with you guys and to have a little bit of fun. So opinions versus perspectives. People need to start being less closed-minded, and people need to be open-minded. Everyone has their own opinions. And most people, when you're talking about a certain topic and someone doesn't agree with you, that doesn't mean that either you are right or they are wrong. You have 2 different opinions on the same topics, and this actually relates to a psychological theory. The psychological idea of schema theory is basically that the things that you have opinions about and the way that you react to something is based on the way that you were raised and your background. Let's say, just theoretically, you grew up in a really rough neighborhood and you were getting shot at every other weekend, crazy stuff like that. Your opinions on certain things like safety and regulations, firearms, things like that might be different than someone who grew up in the suburbs where they were safe and there was nothing really dangerous going on. That's going to be a very different perspective. So basically what I'm saying is that people's background, where they came from and everything is directly correlated to the opinions and the way that they react to different things in the media. That being said, people need to be more open-minded about these opinions. I mean, it's ridiculous that we live in a culture. This is 2017. We're trying to do all of these like social revolutions and everything, but that people are so opinionated and people are so strict to their specific opinions that people can't get over the fact that other people have different opinions than you. When you think about it, limited perspectives equal dangerous arguments. If you just say, hey, this is my perspective, and I'm going to keep it right here, this is my perspective, and I'm not going to change it, I'm not going to consider other people's ideas, and I'm only going to rely on my perspective to explain everything that happens. Well, guess what? This person's perspective is the exact opposite from yours, right? So you've got 2 people here now that have completely opposite perspectives that are stubborn as heck. All they're going to do is butt heads. There's never going to be a compromise because people can't just say, okay, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. There's two different opinions here, and both of us are not going to be completely 100% right 100% of the time. I have a lot of opinions. I have very strict opinions about certain topics that I believe are completely 100% correct. But if someone else comes up to me and says, hey, I have an opposite opinion, I'm going to be completely honest. Sometimes I go off. I'm like upset. And I know that's something I got to work on, because you know what? That creates dangerous relationships. That creates dangerous arguments that don't need to be there in the first place. Yes, it's perfectly healthy to go through a debate and talk about like different topics and saying, hey, you know what? This is my perspective. This is your perspective. But at the end of the day, neither of you are necessarily correct. Everything is circumstantial. Morality is different. Background is different. Everything's different. And so as one person who says, oh, hey, I think guns are wrong because of this, this, and that, just because you grew up in a certain environment where you didn't think that guns were necessary doesn't mean that this person over here who grew up in a different environment, who maybe didn't feel safe at all, then has to say, you know, we might need guns to stay protected. And you're going to hear me repeat that like 15 times in this video. But yeah, people are going to have different opinions no matter what. This especially relates in politics. And this is one of the reasons why I hate politics so much, because everyone thinks that their opinion is right. Whether you're looking at one side of the argument or the other, Republicans, Democrats, liberals, conservatives, whatever the case may be, you have to understand that you're not always right. Republicans aren't right for everything. But guess what? Democrats aren't right on everything either. There's has to be a compromise. That's why we have a political system where we go back and forth. If you think about it, for the most part, every 4 to 8 years, we switch completely. It goes Republican. Oh, wait, crap, that sucked. All right, Democrat. Oh, crap, that sucked. We switch back and forth. Most presidents do a little good and a lot of bad, or they do a decent amount of good and a decent amount of bad. But either way, no one's perfect. No one does everything exactly the way that everyone wants to. But the thing is, that's the whole idea of reform and change, and things can be developed, because that's how a modern democracy works. People have rights to their own opinions. The First Amendment says that people have the right to speak their mind. And whether that's something that people agree with or whether that's something that people don't agree with, people have rights to those opinions. Our country is based on the fact that we can express our mind. We can criticize the government. We can criticize other people. Without that delicate piece holding our nation together, we wouldn't be able to have any kind of compromising system, and we'd basically become some sort of malicious dictatorship. And that's not something we need in this nation, for sure. All I'm saying is, and I kind of want to wrap it up with this because this video is already getting a little long, but people have rights to their own beliefs, whether it's religious or political, whatever the case may be. I might not necessarily agree with it. My friends might not necessarily agree with it, but people have rights to what they want to say. And you may be sitting in an environment where everyone believes something that's not what you believe, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you need to change your opinions in order to follow what other people say. You have every right to the opinions you have, and whether you believe in Donald Trump or you believe in Hillary Clinton, whether you believe in Christianity or Judaism or anything else, right as an American to be following something like that. Keep your minds open, accept other people for their opinions, even though you might not agree with them, because not everyone is a terrible person just because they agree with a certain person. Thank you guys for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed. If you have some sort of opinion you'd like to leave out for me, please leave a comment down below. Please don't go on some sort of long political rant, because honestly, again, this is about equality and about letting everyone get their voice heard. So I don't necessarily want to see people going on political rants in my comments box, because I will delete your comment. I don't want to see that. But if you have something like actually constructive to say in the comments below, something positive, something like that, please leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. It'd be great. And of course, subscribe to check out some more videos down below. I have to be honest, this is probably the most controversial video I've ever made on my YouTube channel, and we'll see we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. If you guys enjoyed this video, then you should totally check out these two videos right here. They're similar, and I think you'll also enjoy them. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
It's not funny! It's not funny! I just killed myself.